Breaking! HYBE raided by police? Taehyung exhausted, Jungkook makes shocking confession. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we unravel all the details, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because you're not going to want to miss a single update as this situation unfolds. Now, let's step into the heart of the storm. Imagine waking up to the sound of your phone buzzing non-stop, notifications flooding in, headlines screaming, and armies across the globe in shock. HYBE raided by police splashes across your screen in bold letters, followed by another, Taehyung exhausted. Jungkook makes shocking confession. If you're like most fans, your heart would skip a beat. What just happened behind the closed doors of one of the most powerful music companies in the world? And why does it feel like something is crumbling within BTS's universe? The day began like any other in Seoul, gray clouds hovering over the Han River, the city buzzing with its usual rhythm. But somewhere behind the scenes, chaos was brewing. Reports started trickling out that HYBE, the entertainment giant behind BTS, was facing a sudden police inspection. Authorities allegedly walked through the very halls where legendary music had been born, rooms that once echoed with laughter, rehearsals, and the dreams of 7 young men who would change the world. It wasn't just the idea of a raid that sent shockwaves, it was the timing. BTS is already navigating one of the most delicate periods in their career. With military service, solo projects, and the weight of global expectations pressing down, the last thing they needed was a scandal shadowing their home base. For Taehyung, or V as we know him, the strain has been visible. Recent appearances showed a softer smile, slower steps, as though exhaustion had finally caught up to him. Fans began to notice it in subtle ways, a moment where he leaned against a wall during a rehearsal clip, or the quiet sigh he tried to hide during a fan meeting. But this latest incident made armies wonder, is it just physical tiredness, or something deeper, something no one wants to say out loud? Then came the twist that no one saw coming. Jungkook, the golden magne, who's usually the embodiment of strength and optimism, made a statement that left fans speechless. It wasn't part of a grand press conference or a planned live, it slipped out during a casual moment, almost as if the weight on his chest finally demanded to be heard. He admitted that recent months had been the hardest in years, and that he felt like he was running without knowing the finish line. His voice was steady, but the emotion behind his words was unmistakable. For a member who's often carried the team with boundless energy, this quiet confession hit like a thunderclap. Imagine being 26 years old, loved by millions, yet feeling trapped in a race that never stops. That's the haunting reality behind the glamour of BTS. Fame, for all its brilliance, casts long shadows. Even the brightest stars can feel swallowed by it. And with HYBE under sudden scrutiny, that shadow has grown darker. Fans immediately began to connect the dots. Could the pressure at the company be spilling over into the lives of the members? Could Jungkook's confession be a silent cry for help, or a warning of what's to come? As armies flooded social media, sharing their fears and theories, a sense of dread began to take root. Some recalled the history of other entertainment scandals in Korea, moments when the shiny surface of K-pop cracked to reveal the industry's relentless demands. Yet, this felt different. This wasn't about distant rumors or faceless staff, this was HYBE, this was BTS, and this was real. Meanwhile, whispers emerged about the cause of the alleged police visit. Was it related to financial irregularities? Contract disputes? Or something more secretive, hidden deep within the company's towering headquarters? No official confirmation arrived, but the absence of clarity only fueled speculation. And speculation, in the world of fandoms, is like fire meeting gasoline. Through it all, one image stayed with fans, Taehyung, walking out of a building late at night, his head slightly bowed, the city lights painting a lonely silhouette. In that moment, he wasn't the charismatic performer, the global heartthrob, or the face of luxury campaigns. He was just a young man who looked tired. And next to that image, Jungkook's voice echoed in countless minds, "I feel like I'm running without knowing the finish line." The question now wasn't just about HYBE or a police visit, it was about the emotional toll this chapter was taking on the very people who inspired millions to dream. How much can they endure before something breaks? And just when the tension felt unbearable, another unexpected detail surfaced, one that could change everything we thought we knew about this unfolding drama. Here's the second 800 words, continuing seamlessly from where we left off. Late that night, as the city of Seoul hummed under the weight of secrets, a faint glow lit up social media once more. A post appeared, quickly deleted, but not before screenshots spread like wildfire. It was a short, almost cryptic message from someone claiming to be a HYBE employee. "Everything is not what it seems. The boys are under more pressure than ever. Protect them." Was it real? No one knew for sure. But for armies, it felt like a confirmation of the unease they'd been sensing. The timing of the alleged police inspection, Taehyung's visible exhaustion, and Jungkook's heartfelt confession, it all painted a picture of a world far removed from the glitz of stadium lights and award shows. Insiders began whispering about long nights in the practice rooms, endless meetings, and mounting expectations for solo activities. The global stage is a double-edged sword. For every cheer from a crowd of 50,000, there's the crushing silence of a hotel room afterward. And lately, that silence has been speaking louder than ever. Fans started revisiting interviews and live broadcasts, searching for moments they might have missed, tiny cracks in the perfect image. In one recent live, Jungkook sat quietly for a moment before answering a fan's question, his eyes flickering with a vulnerability that armies recognized instantly. In another clip, Taehyung fiddled with his bracelet absent-mindedly while Jimin spoke, as if grounding himself in the middle of a storm no one else could see. And then came the emotional blow that set the fandom buzzing. During a private listening event, someone in attendance claimed that Jungkook made an offhand remark about missing the old days when things were simpler, when it was just 7 boys in a tiny dorm, sharing meals and laughter without the weight of the world pressing down. It wasn't bitterness. It was nostalgia mixed with quiet exhaustion. The kind that comes from realizing that dreams, once achieved, can still feel like cages. The story of BTS has always been one of resilience, of rising above impossible odds. But in moments like this, it's also a reminder that even the brightest lights need time to recharge. Whether this chapter leads to new music, a period of rest, or revelations that change everything, one thing is certain: the world is watching, and ARMY will be right there, holding on through every twist and turn. Because if there's one truth we've learned through all the highs and lows, it's this: BTS has never truly walked alone, and they never will.